deep cleaning, decluttering, and organizing, if that's something you need to do, you've come to the right spot. We've got a lot to do in today's video, and I'm glad you are here. Let's get motivated. Let's get inspired. And I want to encourage you to get things done in your house as well. So let's get started. We are ready to deep clean, declutter, and organize, and we are doing the whole house. Today we are doing the upstairs, and it is definitely time. It needs some immediate attention. So I'm going to start off in my boys' room. This is was a loft that we turned into a boys' bedroom, and I'll have that in the cards above, but it was a great transformation. But the boys do, obviously hang out here a lot, and there's a lot that needed to be done. They also started school, so it's time to rewash all these sheets. There are some clothes that are just left on the floor. We need to go ahead and declutter some of the clothes in here again. My boys are growing incredibly fast, so it's time to get some of this stuff out of here. But not only that, I needed to dust this area, and the boys, as you can see, rearranged it. So I want to come back in here and just tidy everything up. Actually, this is more than tidy. This is definitely a deep clean. And we are going to do the bathroom and the hallway and the stairs as well. So I hope you guys are ready, because we got a lot done. Let me tell you a little bit about my boys. So I have 6 kids total, if you're new here, and the 3 boys that Chris and I share, so we are a blended family, and Liam, Josiah, and Noah are all about 20 to 25 months apart, okay? So Liam and Josiah are the closest, and then Noah and Josiah. And so Noah and Josiah do not get along the greatest, just because I feel like what I have learned, like Isabella and Drew, they were the closest, didn't get along greatest, but Isabella and Liam, beautiful. Liam and Drew, not so much. Drew and Josiah, amazing. Liam and Noah, amazing. Noah and Josiah, not so great. So they share a room because this is the largest room, and it just makes sense until Drew decides to move on. He's 19, no rushing on my part. First off, the economy's crazy. Ain't nobody living out there. But anyway, so they are both polar opposites, these 2 boys. And so it has definitely been a challenge and a struggle to have them share a room. And Josiah loves clothes. He loves shoes. He loves all the things, the name brand stuff. Noah is just your happy-go-lucky kid. And so I'm trying to find a balance. I've been really encouraging and trying to show and demonstrate how to love on each other and be, like a band of brothers. But it's been hard. It's been very hard. So Noah, he's a lot like I am. He'll pick something up and just drop it down, and he won't even think twice about it. Josiah's very much different. So when it comes to their room, there's been a lot of friction. So that's another reason why I wanted to come in here, because I just wanted to get it a total reset back to the baseline, if you will. And the way we moved the beds, or the way that Josiah moved the beds, it actually worked out great. So they're not even, I feel like it feels like they're far away from each other, which works. But it also allows there to be a lot of room for Noah to be able to play with his things. He's only 10, so he still plays with stuff. And Josiah, not so much. One way my boys are so much like their dad is they all love movies and gaming. That is their thing. Not so much mine, but I'm happy for them, and that's something they can all do together, and they all get along while doing it. So this mom is just rejoicing when that happens. In just a minute, I am going to share 2 projectors that were sent to me that I absolutely love, and I'm telling you this because I want to encourage you to, if you don't want to watch it, I want to encourage you to fast forward because your time is valuable. And if that's not something you're interested in, I'm going to have a timestamp to where you can fast forward. I would rather you fast forward than drop off the video. I've noticed in my analytics a lot of people are dropping off, and that destroys the video. And I feel like we can be open enough to say that your time is so valuable. My time is so valuable. And when sponsors come and approach me, I'm thankful because it goes straight into the mouths of my children. We are a family that has to have 2 incomes. And I think that's pretty much the same for many people, especially in this day and age. So this is allowing me to stay home. And so I'm just really, really thankful for that. Just trying to make ends meet. I will never forget that. And I will always stay humble to that. But I want to encourage you that if you're not interested in watching a sponsored portion, I want to respect your time and give you the timestamp here to where you can simply fast forward. I would rather you fast forward than leave the video. However, if I ever share anything on this channel, I want to tell you that I genuinely like it. And these projectors were insane. I've had them since June. And when I tell you these things are insane, I mean it. So I'd love for you to watch it. If not, no biggie. I'll never push anything on you. You guys know that. I don't want you spending the money if you can't or don't want to. But I'm thankful for the opportunity from the sponsor. So here, fast forward if you need to, or watch it because they are really cool too. And I just want to thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to share these 2 projectors with you. I'm going to start off with the NEBULA Capsule Air. This is the world's smallest HD Google TV projector. So you can really enjoy ultimate freedom in viewing. With its compact size, it's roughly the size of a soda can. And there is projection anywhere. We like to use it in our room, on our ceiling, so we can watch movies at night laying in bed. You get 2 hours of battery life, and it doubles with a power bank tripod for uninterrupted viewing pleasure. It also has real-time autofocus and keystone, ensuring clear picture anytime and anywhere. It is also compatible with other accessories, so there's no limits to what you can do with this. You are able to enjoy ultimate viewing freedom. The next thing is the Nebula app unleashes more fun. So you have atmosphere wall, maybe a virtual dress up, daily setup. It is so user friendly, and the remote is so easy as well. I was able to set this up in such a breeze. I thought I was going to be intimidated, but it was so incredibly easy. So the next projector is incredible. It is also made by Nebula. It is the Cosmos 4K SE. Now, my son Liam likes to keep this in his room, and it really enhances his gaming experience. Some of the things about the Cosmo 4K, it has Dolby Vision, 4K UHD resolution with the Dolby Vision, like I had mentioned. It also has an image processing engine called Nebula Master and the hybrid beam tech that combines LED and laser light sources, delivering natural, delicate, yet vivid colors. It features 1800 ANSI lumens for higher brightness and 123% rec 2020 wider color space. It has IEA 4.0 and seamless autofocus. Auto screen fit with also able to environmental light adaptation, wall color adaptation, and even eye protection. Aeronomic, skin-friendly silicone handle so you can remove it room to room and it is comfortable to hold. It has built-in official Google TV and Netflix, just like the Capsule Air. So you are also able to watch thousands and thousands of shows on this. And it supports 4K Netflix. My son uses this every single night. But this is incredible for amazing movie nights. With the Capsule Air, we are able to project the screen in more places. So when we want to take it outside and have it kind of up high, that is when we use our Capsule Air. But if we want to have it more stationary with a really vivid projector screen, that is when we will use the Cosmo 4K. You can't beat 4K, and it really enhances our experience when we are having movie nights or so many different things. The sky is the limit with these projectors. You will definitely be able to upgrade any of your movie time or gaming experience with either one of these projectors. I'm going to have all of their information in my description box. Check them out. Thank you so much, Nebula, for sponsoring today's video.
So baby, stay with me. Living for the high.
We are continuing on into the room. I am actually going to declutter a lot of the boys' clothes. I do this very frequently also because they grow so quick. My son Josiah loves shoes. That is his favorite thing, and he likes to invest in his shoes. But he also likes to keep all the boxes of his shoes, so I was trying to respect that and put those in his closet. I am going to get him some clear acrylic shelves to hang all of his shoes on his wall to display them. But we are going to just continue moving everything on here and just get this room tidied up. I do have a lot of clothes to go through. I was actually pretty shocked, and I'm going to pull everything out and put them on the bed because I always say, if you can, pull everything out and look at it. You want to like be in the middle of it and see what you have. Take inventory of what you have, and then you can start working through. That's how I like to do it. If I do it drawer by drawer, for me, it gets all just jumbled up. So I just pull it all out and just work through it, and then I put it back where it needs to go.
Chasing all the starlight, chasing what feels right. So baby, hold on tight. Living for the high.
So this go around, I actually am going to compile all the clothes that the boys don't wear anymore and give them to someone instead of taking them to donation. I've been trying to find people to actually hand things off to. That way I know where it goes, and I feel like it just makes more of an impact to just really bless somebody. So I've got a young man or a child that this is going to all go to, and I'm excited for that because they could really use some extra stuff, and I love being able to do that. I am also the recipient of that quite a bit, and it is always such a blessing. I have been so thankful to be able to have people donate to my boys or to Emma, and so I love doing that in return. I truly, truly love doing that. My love language is gifts, but not like expensive gifts. I just like to know that people think of me or have thought of me. So a coffee or, just something like that to say, hey, I was thinking of you today just means the world to me. And I like to be able to return that to others. I feel like it can turn someone's day around. It can really just make the day so much sweeter. And I feel like if we all just kind of come together, we are not all given this amazing village, they call it, of help and support. But you can be that for someone. You don't have to be super close to them. You don't have to be blood related. You don't even have to be close friends or friends at all. But you can be someone's village, and it means the world. I feel like in this day and age, we have lost the art of being a village and a community for people. And I really think that we should bring that back. So that is what I am trying to do. I want that in my life, so I'm trying to give that to someone else.
You're quite good at that, dodging all my questions. Wrap your arms around my neck. Such a decent price, earning my affection. Now there's no way to go back. Hoping we're in that movie where you teach me how to dance. And I'm just a young and foolish, begs for a second chance. And doing clumsy pirouettes in your bedroom light. Praying you will ask me to come stay the night. Baby, we're so cute to pretend. We both know it don't make no sense. When you go, I can't make you stay. So we live for the night and we fade in the rhythm. So cute to pretend. We both know it don't make no sense. And when you go, I can't make you stay. So we fade in the rhythm.
Butter, I want to put the girl faster. I want to put the girl faster. Let's take this.
So the bottom drawer are their basketball shorts, sports shorts, and tops like that. And I don't worry about folding them because if you know, they are just so hard to fold and they don't stay in place. So I do try to make the systems for my kids and even myself very attainable. And if you have to have a drawer where you just throw things in, then that's okay. Because if that's going to help you get things done and get it out of the laundry basket and into the drawer off of the floor, then if you've got to throw it in there, I think that is totally fine. I love the way the whole KonMari folding technique looks. It does work for shorts and shirts and things like that. But if it doesn't work, or that's just not your gig, you don't want to do that, don't feel like you have to. If you throw everything into the drawer and it's off the floor and that is a huge accomplishment for you, I think that you should really be happy and proud for yourself. I've learned that early on. I used to fold like socks a certain kind of way and, undergarments and all those things. And I just realized it doesn't make sense. Not for me, but for my boys. They could not attain that. And so when I would say it's time to put laundry away, it would be such a burden. So I'm like, I'm going to make I'm going to make it easier for them. So there are drawers where I just let them throw things in there. And then shirts, I find it easier just to go ahead and hang those because it's easy to get to and it leaves some drawer space. But Noah does not like to hang, so that's something that we're constantly having to kind of revisit and relearn rather a lot. Every time I come up and down these stairs, I look at this ledge here and it has got a blow pop little stick there, a lollipop stick. It has hair. It has human hair and cat hair, dust. It had, I think, like a Halls wrapper or something like that. And I'm thinking, like, how does this stuff even get up here? Now, the cats do love to lay here, but I could not believe, like, literally, like, a ton of hair and a lollipop stick. So I couldn't understand why that was there. So I took this opportunity to go ahead and vacuum all of that off and go ahead and vacuum all the stairs as well. Use what you have, and that's what I'm doing. An old sock I can't find the match to. Pulled that sucker out, put some warm water on it and some soap, and I'm just going to wipe everything down. Now I'm going to do the baseboards. I find this to be the easiest way. I mean, I have the sock. I'm literally just going to throw it away. So I will take this opportunity and use it, and that way my hand can really get across all of the grooves and details of the baseboards, the rails, the stair rails, and everything. Moving to the boys' bathroom. This is where 4 boys share one bathroom, and it gets tight in here because my children are huge. We have a 19-year-old, 14-year-old, 12, and 10, and Drew and Liam are just grown men practically. Well, I mean, Drew is, and Liam is about 6 foot, I think at this point, 14 years old, 12 and a half shoes, 6 foot, 200 and something pounds. He is a solid boy. That boy is, listen, the football coaches are begging to have him on their team. He is a solid kid. I actually posted a picture on Instagram of how big this child is. It's right here. But yeah, the point is we have a lot of growing boys in this bathroom, and it gets really yucky really quick. So I'm going to come in here. It is their responsibility to clean this. I do the deep cleaning because I just have a knack for it, but they do have to clean off the counter, wipe everything down. However, they do not take the initiative to do it without being told. We're still working on that aspect of it. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. More don't. Drew does. Liam will, but the others, they're still learning. So I wanted to come in here and give it a good deep clean because I've already replaced the toilet seat because it was nasty. So nasty. So I replaced the toilet seat and put a new one on, and they were already telling me it was time to clean it again. I'm thinking, I don't even understand. And I think any mom or parent can attest to this, any caregiver who have boys. How? I just don't understand how, but I'm not going to waste my time trying to figure that out because I've been trying to figure that out for a long time, and it baffles me. How do we make such a mess? How does that toilet seat get like that? How does the wall and the floor get like that? But it does. So I'm just going to come in here and seriously just clean the mess out of it. When I clean, I always like to clean toothbrushes as well. I'm not boiling them or anything like that, but if I see like extra toothpaste residue and things like that, I like to wipe them down, as well as clean out the drain because it gets pretty yuck and gross. I've talked about this before. If you find any unwanted odors and you just feel like you can't find the source, always look at the drain. Also look at the base of the toilet, look at the base of your cabinets. Those are like little areas that I feel like can really get nasty and you don't even realize it. So pull that drain out, give it a good clean. A lot of times it's just some warm water like I'm doing here. I do leave the warm water running because it is scorching hot and I'm trying to loosen up all of the gunk around the drain. So when you see my water running, I'm not just trying to be wasteful. I'm actually using it to clean, and I'm trying to use less harmful chemicals, and sometimes some hot water is exactly what you need. So I really don't mind cleaning toilets, and I use the Clorox toilet wand. It makes it the easiest for me. Then I'll wipe everything down with a Clorox wipe. For this toilet and any toilet, honestly, you'll see that I use the wand for everything. And that doesn't bother me because I'm always going to go back over and disinfect it with that wipe. So if you see that, don't be alarmed. Truthfully, in this particular bathroom, the floor was just as bad as the toilet seat. So I did not care that I was using that wand. It really did help get that up. It helps my back because I'm just, as I've gotten older, cleaning and just bending over and all of that, it is taxing on the body. So I'll use that wand from top to bottom, and I will disinfect it again afterwards, top to bottom. So again, don't be alarmed when you see that. Also, if I have to use a rag like I am doing here, that rag will be thrown right into the washing machine. I usually won't use rags. I like to use the Clorox wipe. But if I'm in the mode and I've got momentum going and I'm like doing it, I'm going to use what I have. I'm not going to be running all over the house, and that's just a fact. So here is the toilet seat after I washed it, and it kept oozing this color, this yellow color mixed with blue, so then therefore it was green, and it just kept doing it, and I kept wiping it, and I would go back and it was there again, and I could not understand why. And then it dawned on me, let me lift up the little tabs here with this toilet seat and see what's underneath. And this is what it looked like, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is absolutely unacceptable. So I just pulled the whole seat off. And so if you're cleaning the top of your toilet and it looks clean, open up the little tabs and then take that seat off, and you'll see that it didn't even close. And that is when some of the hidden odors will come through. You'll clean your bathroom, you're like, why doesn't it smell good? Well, because underneath it is still a mess. And so I got this toilet seat. It's just a basic American Standard toilet seat from Lowe's, and it clips right on and it makes cleaning easy. And so coming to the shower, and I'm going to clean up this area because it is nasty. So I'll try to say this. There's a lot of commotion, but if you see these cracks, the gentleman didn't disclose that there's an issue in here. So this will often clog up, and that's why we have this. It's like this, it's called like a shower shroom or something, shroom, and it will often clog up, and we think it's leaking on the ceiling. But as you know, renovations are crazy, so it's not something we can tackle now. So I'm just trying to make the best out of it, truthfully. I'm going to come in here and scrub it, and then as much as I possibly can with just some regular old Dawn, and then I will treat it with some Old Armor. Can't do it tonight because it's so pungent. So just some good elbow grease for today is all I can do, but it's nasty. The shower or the bathroom's definitely looking a lot better. These boys, you know, I had like a mat down, I had like a little thing up there for them. They don't need that. And if you have kids or a lot of kids, I'm going to just be honest, don't put mats down. They just get nasty, they get destroyed. It just holds a whole bunch of yucky stuff. So of course we'd all like something wonderful on our feet, but I just had to throw theirs away. That's just a personal preference. I'm learning, even as a mom. I've been a mom for 22 years. I'm still learning. So we're going to come in here. I'm just going to spray this. Nothing fancy. I always tell you guys, you don't have to get fancy when it comes to cleaning. I'll tell you what, some elbow grease will work better than any chemical. Well, that might not be good. That might not be 100%. Some vinegar works great. This needs some hardcore chemicals. I did not end up ever spraying it down. I want to pull all the caulk out of there, but around the bottom, it is actual grout, so I would have to chip that out. And if I could go back, I really, really, really wish that our inspector, which was also a friend of Chris's, I wish I would have walked around the house with him, but I didn't even think about it. And it wasn't until after we moved in, I'm like, wait a minute, am I tripping out here, or is this floor slanted? And I kept coming up here and I'm like, am I tripping out here? Is this floor slanted? You know, because you see things and it doesn't really like hit home, if that makes sense. And so finally I was like, I got to check. So took a marble and put it on the middle, and that sucker flew back to the back. And that's when I really started to investigate and was like, crap, I think we've got a problem here. But like I said, we're going to make do with what we got because that's life. And it just, you know, I don't know. We just can't take care of it right now. We got more things that we got to do. With any home, things are going to pop up. So I do need to chip all this out and do something, but I'm just kind of dreading the cost of it all. But anyway, Gonna scrub it down. I did not use any chemicals. When I do, I like to use Mold Armors in a green bottle from Lowe's. It's the best. But again, I have to do that during the day, and I did not end up ever doing that. So for now, we are good. Like I said, some good old-fashioned elbow grease does the job.
enough. They say you have to bruise to feel. I must be made out of steel. No one is in charge of my steering. This I know, this I know, this I know. Hoping dreams are meant to be shared and seen. No, I know, yes I know. Painting watercolors outside the lines is uplifting and no crime. Get out of the box, let me show you how. Here we go.
This scrub here, this scrubber, is actually from Scrub Daddy. It is very, very, very coarse. Not gonna scratch anything, but very harsh and coarse. So I like to use this when I'm scrubbing the walls. I have a little spin brush device, but I feel like that can be really hard on my shoulders because I feel like I'm pressing down. So this is a lot of busy work. The other one is a lot of strength, I guess I could say, but I like it. Good old fashioned. I always say that, good old fashioned. I should probably hashtag that. Good old fashioned soap and some water does the trick. If there is any tip that I can give you, get a shower head that has like a handle to it, because trying to get all of the soap off was such a pain, but I was able to use their little plastic garbage can, which also got a deep clean as well. So other than Drew's room and Liam's room, which I do want to do their room very soon, the upstairs got pretty darn clean, and the landing was clean. It just felt really good. I've already done the downstairs, so that's going to be in the next video. But this is good. You know, you don't have to have brand new, state of the art, or just brand new stuff to be thankful for what you have. And that's one thing I have learned in this stage of life. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you would do me a big favor, would you like this video? Would you leave a comment and let me know what you're up to today? And would you subscribe if you're new? That would mean the world to me, because I just appreciate you, appreciate your time, and I appreciate who you are. And you are so loved and so worthy, and I'm thankful for you. I hope you guys go and make this world a better place. You are worth it, and you have so much to offer. I love you so much. Talk to you soon. See you next week. Bye.